Hello travellers to the Battling Barrow. In this video we are going to make another mini ship, but a mini ship with a difference. We're going to make a mini airship. But before we do that, if you could like the video and subscribe and hit the notification and select all for us, that would be brilliant. It means a lot to us as a small channel. It doesn't take too long for you to do, and we'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Yep, so in my D&D Pirates of Mystara campaign, I want to introduce sort of gnome blimp airships, doing sort of the Champions of Mystara introduction type of thing. I did plan to introduce the concept of flying ships right back at the beginning of the campaign, even before I knew it was going to go nautical. I can't remember what module it is, B5 or 8. One of the basic ones where the party comes across some gnomes dragging a ship, an airship, along the ground. I was going to do it then, but my players turned left instead of right. But now I thought we'd make one, but it's going to be a mini airship. So yeah, this is what we're going to make. So let's get crafting. So for this build, I'm sort of unsure what I was going to do until I found this in my room. And this is a wooden 10-pin bowling skittle pin thing, and this will be perfect as sort of the main shape I'm trying to go for. Problem is the front is flat, so I want it to be more curved. So for this, being it's going to be covered up soon anyway, just a little bit of tissue paper scrunched up at the front, a bit of masking tape to hold it in, and you can sculpt it if you like, sort of shape it to be sort of a nice circular front. With that all done, I'm going to cover the entire piece in thick PVA, sort of a little section at a time, so it's easy to work with. Coming with some strips, sections, small squares of tissue paper, kitchen roll, and just use that to put onto the glue. This is meant to be a sort of canvas airship, so this works out rather well. Carry on going, doing a little section at a time. You will get sticky fingers, just be careful you don't sort of tear the paper at this stage. Sometimes it's best to put it down, clean your fingers off, and then carry on. Allow the glue to dry and you'll end up with a piece like this. We will be adding it to a sort of a base such as this that you can get from various different shops. These are like flying bases. So what I'm doing here is just working out where the center of gravity is for the piece. Once I've worked that out, I can drill using a pin vise a little hole that we can attach this base to. Okay, with that drilled out, hopefully this will fit in, and it does. We won't glue it in place just yet though, as we've got to add some, stuff to it. Add some wings, fins, and what have yous to it. So I'm just doing this out of cereal box card, just a scrap of cereal box card, and at the back I'm doing the sort of back fin, not dorsal fin, anyway, tail fin. That's what it's going to be. I'm just drawing around where the circle of the piece is at the back, and then using that and drawing around how I want the back tail to look like. Once I've got that done, I can cut that out. Similar process can be done for the wings, if you like. Yes, this does have wings. It is an airship. There is this gnomish airship, which I'm going to add onto the screen here. This is what is the inspiration for this piece. We're going to make something that sort of looks like this. So you can cut that out and you can then trace around the wing to do the other side. And we can also do a sort of smaller triangle bits for the back tail fin part. Just remember to keep, once you've cut one out, you can use it to trace around to do the other side. Yeah. we can continue making some other bits and pieces. Once I've got all the different wings and what have yous cut out, we've got some at the front and underneath one, a nose piece and what have you, we can begin to glue it all together. So the first thing I thought would be easier for me to give me something to hold on to is glue the base into place. Then we can go around and use super glue to glue in all the different wings, fins and what have yous. And so with the nose piece put in, I'm just going to put an underneath piece in. This is quite tricky, so have tweezers at hand for certain pieces. Main build's done, we can paint it up. So I'm going to paint it in a cream colour, this shadow grey colour for the fins and some brown in places. So first up, the actual body and the piece gets painted in bleach bone. The fins and wings get painted in this shadow grey. The nose gets painted in this bestial brown. And this is how it looks like at this stage. And with that same brown, we can add in, like, it's got a face. It does have a face, so I'm going to use some watered down brown to add in the eyes. Still sticking with that brown, we can add some sort of, I don't know what these are called, some things onto the wings. What are these called? Let me know in the comments. Veins? I would want to say veins if it's a living thing, but ho hum, this would be like, I guess, the sort of structure that they would cover it in with canvas, some sort of bamboo structure, I guess. Well, I'm overthinking this. I'm thinking how gnomes would build this. Let's just get on with my mini ship build. I'm just going to add a sort of bottom rectangle here, where just a bit of detail for this, where this bottom fin goes. Okay, it's looking alright. I'm going to come in with a marker pen and draw in the mouth and fill that in with black. Add some red lips and some white for the teeth. And yeah, this is how it looks at this stage. But I think it needs just a little bit more detail. So I'm going to come in with some super glue and cotton, and I'm going to add some sort of rigging lines onto it, because it was sort of reading more as a actual creature than a ship. The way I did this is just get some cotton, sort of cut roughly to size, and this is going to go from the nose to the dorsal fin to the tail fin. Got some working time super glue, so not to worry. And then it's just a case of pulling the cotton tight and gluing it into place into all three of those. Trying to be as careful as possible to get it into place and not get my fingers stuck onto the piece as well. And it's pretty much done, but I decided to add some sort of panel lines using a thin marker pen onto the sides. So these just are sort of some horizontal lines that go all the way down and some vertical lines that go all the way around. And once I've got that done, that's this little ship built. It had the desired effect I wanted in my game. We've used it already at the time of me recording this voiceover. Yeah, it intrigued the players, which is what I wanted. And they had a bit more lore about the world of Mystara and gnomes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We can have a look at it in a minute in a bit more detail, but that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely when you do things like that, and share the video around. That really does help. Yeah, get more people watching it. That'd be really grateful if you could do that. But until the next video, guys, stay safe, take care, bye bye.